Pope Francis continues treatment for double pneumonia more than 2 weeks after his hospitalization. And now let's get more details from Morning Matters host Gretchen Ho, who joins us all the way live from Rome in Italy. Hi, Gretchen. Good morning here from the Philippines. What can you tell us about the latest status on the condition of Pope Francis?
Good morning, Pauline. It is the start of the Lenten season, as you mentioned, but Ash Wednesday today will miss Pope Francis as he continues to recover from double pneumonia.
In the latest medical bulletin released Tuesday night, the Vatican announced that the Pope's condition remains stable following 2 episodes of acute respiratory failure on Monday. He was described as alert, cooperative, and oriented. No further episodes of respiratory failure or bronchospasm have been recorded. He has also transitioned to high-flow oxygen therapy and will continue on non-invasive mechanical ventilation until later today. While this marks an improvement in his condition, it is worth noting that the bulletin did not mention the Pope being up and about as he had been in recent days. The prognosis remains guarded. We gained more insight into the Pope's condition from the Philippine ambassador to the Holy See.
Kita naman, probably from around the Christmas season kasi hectic yan for the Vatican. He had difficulty breathing talaga. And hindi niya natatapos yung homily or yung mga catechesis niya. But for a man his age, he keeps a very punishing schedule na I guess he starts at 8 o'clock. And then sunod-sunod yan yung mga appointments niya. Even sa nababasa ko sa schedule niya, I get tired from just reading yung anong mga activities that he is supposed to do during the day. And he travels. But nakita ko rin from engagements and encounters dun sa Vatican that he gets a boost when he meets people, especially the youth. If may occasions during papal masses na may maraming mga kabataan and they keep shouting his name, mas lalong humahaba yung kanyang ikot.
Makahilig says the unprecedented daily health updates being released by the Vatican are a response to the call of the public.
It's one for transparency. And yun nga, yung concern niya na people do not get too concerned as well sa kanya. Di ba? Parang it's a way to ease yung concern ng mga tao sa kanya. So I can imagine na he would want people to know his situation so that they are given some measure of reassurance as well.
It is no surprise, though, as Pope Francis has made significant changes during his time as Pope.
He leads from the ranks. Hindi siya yung somebody who's way up there na detached and parang difficult to get to. His accessibility is something that endears him and makes for a good leader kasi nakikita ng tao na he is one of them.
As to whether his health deteriorated due to a widening gap in the Vatican's finances and a reported clash with cardinals due to Pope Francis' creation of a high-level task force to do a Vatican-wide auditing,
I think a lot of the niya was really to do a system change. Hindi lang naman siya nag-target ng individuals. It wasn't really a witch hunt na targeting a particular person, but ang administrative changes that he has pushed was really to make the Vatican city-state and the church itself function better and do its work more efficiently and get the benefits to the intended recipients talaga.
and with the Pope's roller coaster of a ride in the hospital, the Filipino faithful continue to express its solidarity even from within the Vatican.
Praying is something that has always been a strong suit for any believer. So we continue to pray that he pulls through with this one. And we also pray for the church itself, no, na just like any other entity that could be facing transition, that it will stand firm and continue on.
That was Philippine Ambassador to the Holy See, Myla Makahilig, sharing with us her experiences with the Pope, giving insight to what's happening inside the Vatican and the place of Filipinos here in this Catholic city-state. She also mentioned that there's probably the piling up of the physical stress over the Christmas season and also the mental stress with all the changes that's happening, with the financial struggles and with the clash with the cardinals. Siguro lahat yun nagsama-sama and weakened his immunity. That's why he has actually been sick for longer than he has been in the hospital. Ang nakwento sa atin dito, Paulina, no, 2 weeks daw siyang may bronchitis bago siya nagpa-confine. So as you can see, it was really a full stretch. And you can see that also in hospitalization. In the meantime, just like in the Philippines, there will be a mass celebrated here in Rome. The only difference would be there is actually a procession right before the mass. So that procession will start in the Church of San Anselmo. A stational liturgy will be held there, and then the procession, and then the Ash Wednesday Mass to be presided by Cardinal Angelo De Donatis over at the Basilica of Santa Sabina. Now, that Mass will be attended by cardinals, archbishops, bishops, Benedictines, and Dominicans. Now, I asked if actually this mass was open to the public because I wanted to go. And they say, no, it is a private ceremony, but you can get tickets. So we managed to get a hold of tickets. Later, we will join that mass. But for the public, this will be available via live stream outside St. Peter's Basilica. Pauline?
Well, Gretchen, you're right. It does mark the start of the Lenten season with Ash Wednesday, and our prayers go out to Pope Francis. But lastly, Gretchen, kamustahin ko lang din na yung Filipino community dyan. I know the last few days you got to speak with them. And I know malapit sa puso ni Pope Francis ang mga Pinoy, di ba?
And to be honest, the Filipino community is troubled. This is a day-to-day monitoring. One day, the Pope is okay, and the other, something happens. Everybody is on their toes when it comes to the whole situation. As of what we're hearing, there are even some cardinals who have canceled some of their schedules because of what's happening to the Pope. But yung ating sariling cardinal, si Cardinal Tagle, tuloy-tuloy lang ang kanyang trabaho, napaka-busy, no? Hirap nga niyang abutan. Kasi nga, yun nga, the Pope is getting better. There's no reason to cancel schedules. But as of us and everybody, the Filipinos here, everybody's praying in their own way for the Pope. And tama ka, the Filipino community is very close to the heart of the Holy See. In fact, that embassy was just outside the St. Peter's Basilica. Sabi nga sa atin, no, kung kailangan mo mag-charge dito, kung kailangan mo po magkape, kumain, pwede kang pumunta rito mag-hangout. Kasi sa katabilan talaga, sobrang daming tao dun sa St. Peter's Square. Pero kung gugustuhin mo, andun lang. Maswerte tayo, no, kasi ganun yung yung pagtanggap sa mga Pilipino, at talagang nagulat din ako kasi ang kwento sa atin, napakarami ditong mga pare at mga madre, at siguro mga 500 to 600 in Rome. And the nuns actually outweigh the priests. So we usually see the priests kasi sila yung active, mas mobile, mas out and about. The nuns usually stay in the monastery where they are, but they actually outnumber the priests here. And magugulat ka na lang pag may naglalakad ng mga madre, bigla lang, uy, may Pinoy! Uy, may Pinoy si ate! Kaya nakakatuwa kasi I think this is something that we don't know very much about. There's even the Colegio Filipino where the priests stay there to study here in the Vatican to pursue a PhD and doctorate. So the Filipino community is very much alive, and we are very much in prayer for the health of Pope Francis.